Hello YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives and Lights with an updated video on this BTU PK26 light with better battery information. Okay, you may remember I was having trouble fitting my best batteries into this light. The problem has been solved. Alright, the battery that I had been using, I do not recommend it anymore because one of my subscribers brought to my attention that the battery that I had been using does not have enough amps to be ideal in this light. And wow, thank God for my subscribers. I have subscribers that are electrical engineers and like PhD scientists, so they will tell me everything that I wouldn't even think of to ask. Okay, so this video is going to be a re-review with updated, more accurate battery information, and I will also tell you how I finally solved the little problem of fitting my good high drain batteries into this light. Okay, so the battery section of the review is updated and the conclusions are updated. Enjoy the review, people. Hello YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives and Lights with another light review. This is the BTU PK26, and this is currently the smallest light that I own that runs on a single 26650 battery. There you see it next to the Olight R50 Seeker, an awesome light in itself, but both of these lights take the same type of battery. The overall length is only 4.33 inches. Now it's not strictly the brightest, right? This Olight is 2500 lumens, but this BTU is 2000 lumens. 2000 lumens is nothing to scoff at. That is extremely bright, as you will see in the demo. Here you see the reflector and the emitter. And here is a close-up. This is the champagne color. They also have just a black, but I like the champagne because, you know, I'm a classy guy. Okay, so how does this work? Well, you long press to turn it on. It always comes on in the low mode. It's got 5 brightness levels. Now let's cycle through. 1, 2, 3, 4, and to get to turbo you double tap. That is the turbo mode, and that is extremely bright. And to turn it off you just long press. There is no strobe. Now that shortcut to turbo works even when the light is turned off. It does not have to be on to shortcut. So if you double tap, right to turbo. Now this will step down from turbo after 2 minutes. Okay, so you have 2 minutes of turbo before it will step down in order to protect the light from overheating. Now you may have noticed this has a bright flash when you first turn it on, right? It comes on in the low mode, but there's a little flash. You saw that. That is not a mistake. That is actually part of the lockout feature. Alright, the instructions on this were on the box, so I just cut it out. But basically it says right there, digital lockout function. When the flashlight flashes once in 5 seconds on the low mode, turn off the light immediately and you can lock out the flashlight digitally. To unlock the light, press and hold the switch for 3 seconds. The light will flash again to unlock. Now this light comes with some stuff, by the way. A pouch, a removable pocket clip. Right, I just removed that because I'm going to be showing you stuff with unscrewing the battery tube. You got some spare O-rings, and you've got an extra battery tube. I'm sure there's a good reason why they include that. Okay, so how do you fit a long battery into this light? Well, you know, the way it comes, basically there will be a little gap right here or right here. So what I did is I backed off the whole battery tube from the head assembly, right, by unscrewing it at that seam right there. Okay, and if you unscrew it a little bit from there, it will fit a Keep Power battery. Okay, so now that I can fit this is my new recommendation because it's a high drain. It's got 20 amps and 30 amps max. That is ideal. Okay, so this is my new recommendation. Keep Power, I got this on Amazon. Okay, so to make this battery fit, you want to screw down the tail cap as tight as it can go. Screw down the tube extension as tight as it can go. Right? And then, when it's like this, you screw this in, but don't screw it in as tight as it can go. Just screw it in until you basically get a lot of resistance. It doesn't wiggle or wobble. Now when you take the battery out and have it screwed down this much, the battery tube does wobble. But with the battery inside it, it basically holds it solid. Okay, I hope that was clear. Essentially screw everything down as tight as it can go, and then back this off a little bit so that it fits, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so that's a keep power, and there you go, problem solved. Okay, and just to quickly summarize the 3 other battery types this can take. It can take an 18650. There's no tube, like there's no extra tube to make it not rattle. You just screw it down until it doesn't move. You can also remove the extension tube entirely, in which case this can take an 18350, such as this Nightcore. So in that smaller configuration, this thing is tiny. It's like around 3.3 inches, still 2000 lumens. There's a 4th type of battery it can take. It's called a 26350. I do not own one of those yet. They're hard to find, but basically it's as short as this, but as wide as one of those. This has a battery capacity indicator. If you press this once, right, if the capacity is above 75%, it will glow blue. Now you won't be able to see it unless it's in the dark, all right, because it's a faint light. If it drops below 25%, it'll flash red. All right, let's take this outside and give you some demo footage, and then we'll come back for final thoughts on this light. Okay people, here we are. It's 4 a.m. and I have this PK26 light on the old testing board. This is the turbo mode, and that is extremely bright. I do believe this is legit 2000 lumens, as they say. Okay, let's cycle through. And back to the turbo. That is really bright. Okay, YouTube, up in the 2nd story window with this PK26. Wow, this is bright. Pointing it where we were at the testing board. Wow, this is very bright. It's cutting through a lot of moisture too. Getting some great range from this light. Out here on the road with this BTU light. There's no street lights on this road. And you see the spotlight there. Let's go check out Frog Creek. That is the path to Frog Creek. And here we are up on the banks of Frog Creek and getting some pretty good range. It's a pretty focused beam too. Check it out, illuminating the water, vegetation. It is the middle of the night. It is very dark. Yeah, some good range on this. I'm way up on the bank of the creek. And you see the water running down there. You can see the bubbles in the water. And I'm way up here. Pretty good. Okay, YouTube, we are back. So final conclusions on this light. This is really an awesome light. Yeah, in this small configuration, I mean, that's incredible. 2000 lumens from that. All right, so where to pick one of these up? I checked the price on Amazon, and they're going for $115 on Amazon. But GearBest has the exact same light for like half the price. Okay, and I will try to get a discount code from them. Right, so I asked GearBest if they would send one to me for review, and they were nice enough to do so. Like I said, it's half the price. I mean, so check the text description box for the link and the code if you want to pick one up. I mean, once I ironed out the battery thing, I'm 100% pleased with it. I like that it doesn't have a strobe. I don't need a strobe unless it's a tactical light, so it's just good to not accidentally strobe people. I love that it always starts in the low mode because it has a double tap shortcut to the turbo mode. Even when the light's turned off, immediate shortcut, right? So best of both worlds there. And it's just such a compact light for something that takes such a high capacity battery. And this might actually become my everyday carry or every night carry because it's almost as compact as the Zebra light that I carry right now, but it's almost twice the brightness. So I do highly recommend this light. I wish they would include, just include a couple batteries that actually work with it. But alright, I guess I can't expect them to do everything, especially at the good price that GearBest is offering. And I hope you enjoyed seeing it. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights. I'm out.